Oh, it's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic. This is Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath.
Drink. Or should I say, breathe, then drink. Once again, checking in, family. Are you handling and standing upon them 6 pillars of Gye-nyame, family? Getting that breath. Taking in a deep breath consciously at least once a day. You need to do it more than that. Are you drinking your water? Pure water, right? Okay, getting that real water, not that coffee, not that tea, not those energy drinks, but getting your water in. Half your weight in ounces is what they say, right? Half your weight in ounces, family. Get your water. From there, you're going to get your culturally appropriate diet, eat the proper foods that was designed for you. I ain't saying that you can't go out and splurge on some stuff and get some other stuff, but you need to go on and start adding some of those cultural elements to your diet. Find about your ancestral diets. What things kept your ancestors healthy, right? And we got to be kind of careful with that because some of us come from a very traumatic situation where we had to do what we had to do to survive. So we need to look beyond and past maybe the last 400 years. We can include some of the stuff from the last 400 years, but we need to might look beyond that and see what connections we had with the earth, because the earth provided food for its groups so that we all could prosper where we were. So we got that culturally appropriate diet. Of course, we got that movement. Are you getting that movement on purpose? And then, of course, what I am really engaged in on this week, get your rest. Family, are you getting proper rest, right? Allowing yourself just to chill, not to feel guilty, because really when it comes down to it, family, many of us have been well-trained and we are well-trained slaves. I'm speaking for myself. Now, you don't have to take it because some of y'all will take that shit personally, but I'm a well-trained slave and I feel guilty when every moment is not filled. And if you feel me on that, you understand that you have that same battle, type Ashe in on the comments so that I know that you feel me, right? And last but not least, making sure you have your practice. Yeah, your spiritual practice, your practice that connects you to something bigger than yourself, right? I do things for my ancestors. I pray and I meditate and I breathe in the movement that I do with the rope and I focus on my ancestors. So what practice do you have? Also, you can also add in that practice the ancestral algorithm. So we are presently, right now as we speak, we are standing on the Mani. And I want to give all of the Amani babies a round of applause. Can we clap it up? Because we on that Amani. We are on April 6, 2026. And we find ourselves on a beautiful day of Umoja, unity for the uninitiated, bathed in the royal purple light. We are moving through the week of Amani. Within the cycle of Kuchie-Chagalia, this is the final week of the cycle of Kuchie-Chagalia. We are moving rapidly through the year, family. And speaking of the year, we are in the year of Ujima. All right? So, I want to share the ancestral algorithm. Now, the algorithm for Umoja, I want to read this so that y'all understand. The algorithm for Umoja is designed to combat the program. Hold on. to combat the program of overcoming isolation and the program of separation. So, I will share that one with you in a moment, but each of these algorithms that I'm dropping on one per day, right? And we'll start repeating them soon, but you're going to get a whole bunch of them and you work on them. And I'm suggesting that I'm prescribing that you do them 50 times a day. Just saying, right? Especially in the difficult times and the times when a challenge for especially that thing, because when you are working on things and you're trying to prove, things are going to pop up to interfere with your movement towards success, right? So I want you to focus in on your algorithm during those times. Change your posture, change your thoughts, right? And focus in on the algorithm. So the algorithm for the day is: I am a single cell in a mighty body. When the body thrives, I thrive. Again, I am a single cell in a mighty body. When the body thrives, I thrive. Very simple. You know what I'm saying? Very simple. Grab onto it. I'm going to say it again. I am a single cell in a mighty body. When the body thrives, I thrive. Now, I want to review real quick, because the one we had for Imani was, I see the victory before the battle even begins. Were you able to say that on Easter Sunday? For those of you that celebrate on Easter, were you able to focus on that 50 times? I see the victory, or better yet, I saw the victory even before the battle began. And now, today, we are replacing that one with, I am a single cell in a mighty body. When the body thrives, I thrive. I could just stop the show right there, but I ain't gonna do that. I gotta share the haikus, so I'm working on haikus, and the haikus I'm working on today. Sharon, I guess I'm gonna have to put a whole nother book of haikus down now. Feeling very good. Body is sore, but healing. Growing every day. Is that boy haikuing or what? Am I haikuing? Right? I know some haters out there. I know the haters out there, but hey, y'all gonna have to get over it. Right? Here's another one. Life is a struggle. Constant setups and setbacks. I rise to challenge. All right. Last one for today. Then we're going to get into the reading for today. Victory promised. Regardless how it may look, I end up on top. Come on now. Am I haikuing? Am I haikuing, anime? What do you think, Sim? Am I haikuing? Huh? Explosion, where you at? Oh, yeah. I'm haikuing. Yeah, I'm on it. Should have never got me restarted. I don't even know how I restarted, but once it gets started, there is no stopping. Right? But hey, so let's get it on. Here we go. One drop in the sea, thinking it stands all alone. The ocean remains. That's another one of those haiku. Family. We've been sold a story that doesn't belong to us. We've been told to be strong. To be strong is to be solo. We've been conditioned to believe that our success is a ladder we climb by ourselves, pulling ourselves up by the bootstraps that were never attached to our boots in the first place. This is the mistake of the fool that the wise person must learn from today. I want y'all really listen to that. Because once again, we have to slay the lie of the rugged individual, the person that built it all on his own. It's a damn lie. And it's a lie that's told to us. Why us? Right? Why us? Because as long as we stay separate, we stay vulnerable. As long as we are separate, we are vulnerable. For a very long time, they have learned to do the divide and conquer, and they have magnified it to a point to where now they used to have to divide us into groups, and we would fall out as groups, and then we would fall out as families, right? Then we would fall out as tribes, right? But now they done got it to where the technology is in our pocket now, and they can speak to each one of us individually, and now it's person against person, or mano y mano, right? And as long as we stay separate, we are powerless. We have to remember what? I am a single cell in a mighty body. When the body thrives, guess what? Say it. When the body thrives, guess what? When the body thrives, come on. Say it. Come on now, anime, get them. Get them together. No, I need the Thunderbird form because they're not getting it. I am a single cell in a mighty body. When the body thrives, that's right. That's right. I heard somebody. I heard one person. That's all I need. I only need one of y'all out there, right? I only need one. Why? Because that one plus me is 2. That 2 becomes 4. That 4 becomes 8. That 8 becomes 16. That 16 becomes 32. That 32 becomes 64. 64 becomes 128. 128 becomes 256. 256 becomes 512. 512 becomes 1024. 1024 becomes 2048. And on and on and on. On the 30th flip, we are at a ridiculous number. At the 64th flip, it's just totally ridiculous. Family, it don't take a lot. But anyway, we don't want to make the mistake of the fool. The fools believe they are at 9. They believe that their unity is something they have to create by adding more people, more meetings, and more networking to their lives. But as we dive into the Gye-nyame way, as taught in the story of the Baba, and I could make that available to some of y'all. Like I said, if you want it, I could give you what I have, and maybe one of y'all might be able to be out there finishing. Let's go on and co-author this thing, right? Go rewrite it and co-author it. Also in the Warrior Handbook for Life's Journey. Of course, once again, you can find my books. I ain't going to go all through that. We realize that emoji is not about addition, it's about subtraction. Look at the ancestral algorithm. I am a single cell in a mighty body. A cell doesn't try to be part of the body. It is the body. The only way a cell becomes a problem, and listen, the only way a cell becomes a problem is when it forgets its connection. When it starts acting like it's the only thing that matters. In the medical world, we call a cell that decides to operate independently and grow without regard for the rest of the body, we call it a cancer. When it starts doing its own thing. And what's crazy is that I could see that other cells in the body do sort of like we do. Well, he just doing his own thing. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. Hey, because we all did it. Oh, you got to get his money. For those that don't know, one of my older brothers, Greg Carr, is a phenomenal scholar. But what a lot of people don't pay attention about Greg, when you really look at Greg's history, Greg is a thespian. Now, I ain't say a lesbian, I said a thespian. Greg is an actor. And one time, while we was at Ohio State, Greg, I don't know how he found time to do all the shit he was doing. He was getting his master's degree in Black Studies. He was in law school at the same damn time. And he was running student organizations on the campus. And a brother asked him to participate in a movie that he was making. So Greg was going to do it. I was doing the role, and Greg had a minor role because everybody knew he didn't have time, but he was going to do it. So we was sitting practicing our lines. And I'm going to get back to the point. So I said my line, homeboy said his line, Greg said his line, and shot the shit out of both of us. Because I was playing acting, he was playing acting, there was no play with Greg. Very serious. So serious that it's like, God damn, I better stop playing with this shit. Right? A lot of people don't understand. They don't know that, right? You don't know that, right? Now, bringing it back around. He did a April Fool's joke where he was talking about how he had signed a contract with a Ivy League school and blah, blah, blah. And he just acted it out. And I was about to get on the phone right then and be like, this nigga done sold us out. I mean, that's how good of an actor he is. Right? Now, and I'm going to bring that back around because I'm trying to remember why I jumped off into that. But we was talking about the cancer, right? And oftentimes, we in our community, we allow people to do what it is and we make room for them by giving them an excuse. Because the first thing came to my mind was, shit, he got to make a living. But then I start thinking about it in my mind, that Cat Ray wouldn't do that shit. Because already he got to know that he's not going to be able to have the impact in the community that he's doing. But then I couldn't put it together because today is April 5th and I'm just now seeing this shit and I didn't realize that it was done on April 1st and he was such a good actor. But the first thought that came to my mind was, I can't be mad at him. I understand. You got to do what you got to do. And this is the shit that we've been telling ourselves. And this, I can imagine, happens inside of the body. Oh, that cell got to do what it got to do. It ain't going to hurt nobody. Just taking up a little bit of space. But we got to start being more selective in our collectives. We got to start being more clear in our collectives about what is acceptable and what is not. Because when we don't do that, what we allow to happen, we allow for people to start justifying bullshit. Oh, it's okay. They ain't hurt nobody. They ain't taking up a lot of space. How many times we done did that in our community and now we got full-blown cancers in our community that's just lying to the people and got people going in all types of crazy-ass directions. It's just a little bit of information, a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of dope, a little bit of alcohol, a little bit of stripping, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of... You know what I'm saying? And that little bit eventually snowballs into something big. A cancer is a cell that's doing its own thing. A cancer is a cell that's doing its own thing. Fuck the rest of the body. I'm doing me. Sound familiar? I'm doing me. It's my life. I'm doing me. Is it really your life? No, because I'm serious. Is it really your life? Because if I'm correct, you're standing on the shoulders of individuals who sacrificed so that you could be where you are right now. And the best thing that we could do at the highest point of our evolution is talk about, it's my life. Is it really? And maybe we need to have that conversation, right? Because we got to start having the conversation, because if all of us are able to do our own thing, then if all of our own things is going away from the center, then what happens to the center? It weakens and it tears. And we become nothing. Because anything that moves away from its root and allow the root to be destroyed also destroys itself. A tree without its roots dies. Come on, fam. In our community, the cancer of toxic individualism has been eating at our peace, power, and joy. We are exhausted because we are trying to carry the weight of a whole nation on 2 shoulders. We are stressed because we think if we fall, the whole world stops. This is an illusion. It's a burden. It's a buildup that we need to scrape off. To truly step into purple, into the raw frequency of Umoja, you have to stop trying to be the only one. You have to shed the false narrative that if I don't do it, it won't get done. That's a narrative. That narrative is born of fear and a lack of Imani in the tribe. When you scrape off the need to be the hero, you reveal the mighty body. You realize that when your brother wins, a part of you is winning. When your sister prospers, your environment becomes more prosperous. You aren't just with the tribe, you are the tribe. The mistake is the fool. The mistake of the fool is thinking they can thrive while the body is sick. The mistake of the fool is thinking that they can thrive while the body is sick. The wise person knows that their personal health is tied to the collective. So today, don't look for more people to join your cause. Instead, look for the walls you built around yourself and start tearing them down. Shed the pride that says you don't need anyone. Drop the guilt that makes you think you have to save everyone alone. Return to the cell. Return to the body. Thrive. Oh, anime. I'm doing better, anime. I stuck pretty much to the script. All right, so make sure you get the Nguzo Cyber Narrative map. Find your way. Get your coordinates. Right? The link is in the description. Become a supportive member of the Daily Sport. Right? I need y'all to become supporters. Look in the description. Become a supporter of the Daily Spark. And if you're listening to it over on another channel, come on over to the Spreaker. Come over here. Give us a link. Support us. Like, share, subscribe, comment. We need those comments. I want to have that conversation with ya. I always wanted to do that. I wonder how when they be preaching it, you know where that's coming from. When it start feeling good and you can say, all right, you will need, we also have a link where you can rep your principal or your t-shirt. Get your principal shirt, family. Some of you proud Coochie Chocolate people out there mean to tell me you ain't got a Coochie Chocolate shirt. When we run the world, Coochie Chocolate, we run in the world. And you ain't got your shirt? How we gonna identify you? Identify yourself, fool. Go on, get your shirt. Not just the Coogee. Some of y'all need to get your shirt. Rep your principle. That's all I'm saying. And also join the Daily Spark. Join our Telegram group. Right? Link is in the description. So now it's time for the which I kind of covered. Proverb of the day. Proverb of the day. Listen up. This is of African American origin. A wise person learns from the mistakes of fools. Now tell me, what does it mean to you? And you know what? You are now listening to Gye-nyame Journey Radio. This is a Heart of a Symbol production. Where we strive to blow up your old paradigms.